When we think about projects, we usually think about complex, expensive ventures undertaken by large corporations. In reality, almost everything we do can be defined as a project. From boiling an egg to our weekly shopping, so long as they have a start date, dependencies, stakeholders and deliverables, and utilise resources, they can be defined as a project. Take for example the task of making a cake for Tom, my neighbour. The start and finish date of the project is Tom's birthday, the 9th of October. My key stakeholder is Tom, so I consider what Tom likes, in this case chocolate, Tom's allergies, in this case gluten, and any other relevant information, in this case the fact that Tom has 8 people in his family. I also consider the task dependencies. I'll be using a type of frosting that needs time to set, so although decorating the cake is the last step in my project, I need to start this task first to give it time to set. Approaching a project like this allows you to see the project in a robust way. Always start planning your project with your goal in mind. After considering your goal, consider the scope. Consider timeframes, how long you want it to take. Consider resources, how much time and money you have, and how to spend it. And consider your goals and objectives, what you are trying to achieve. Only after you've gone through the goal and scope definition stages can you go into the design and implementation stages. Risk assessments are important as they help you understand how unplanned events may impact your project, what needs to be done to minimise those risks, who needs to do it, and the potential consequences of a delay or undelivered part of your project. Microsoft Project and similar planning software are great as they allow you to order tasks that are low level but required in order to achieve a much greater goal. Highlighting these dependencies will help you have a clear understanding of what tasks need to happen before others and how a delay could affect the timeframes and budget for the project. A budget requires the coordinated input and efforts of both you and your team. A tip for budget handling is to use gate reviews. This means that you only commit more money and resources at certain points of the project, and only when you're satisfied that you're progressing at the speed you need to be progressing at. Having these gate reviews in place is a great way to exercise control and allows you to say stop before it's too late. Be flexible. Don't assume everything will go to plan straight away. Most projects will get hit by a risk or issue which will require additional investment, so it's important to have a contingency plan in place. For all my projects, we place any worries we have about the project on a board and address these worries as a team at the beginning of each week. It's incredibly visual and hands-on, and it helps you approach the project proactively rather than reactively. Remember, there's no perfect way of running a project, but having processes in place that help you highlight best practice, as well as what not to do, will ensure that your next project will always be more efficiently run than the last. After any project, ensure that you have a review. Figure out what worked, what didn't, and collate any ideas the team have going forward that will help you approach the next project in a more efficient way. Here on bizcrowd.com, we have a whole host of resources and forums with tips on how to run a business. Feel free to browse through the website.